Has a look up the line, sets it high. Darcy got moving out the back, nimble as ever, has a look, backs his talent. Oh, it is prodigious. The unstoppable Sam Darcy, he'll beat you in the air, he will beat you on the ground.
High toward the 50 here. Darcy gets some separation, runs onto a loose football here in the pocket, straightens up with a drop punt on the run. Sam Darcy, what a finish! You are kidding me. He is every bit the phenom they love.
Well, pack situation. Darcy might get out the back. He gets the big legs pumping, and now he might go for goal from the forward pocket. He threads it. He's threaded the goal on the run, the big man. There's nothing he can't do.
He's got time and space to size it up towards half forward. He goes, it's out the back. Darcy needs a bounce. He gets the bounce. He run the right foot. Don't you dare!
Oh, wow.
Oh, this man is ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
At that height, should you be doing such things? We thought we should measure him up against Dyson Daniels. There's 7 centimetres between them, and it's not the only link between them, as it turns out. It's our great honour to have Dyson Daniels back with us on 360. Great to see you, Dyson. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
Now, you've got a link with Sam Darcy that goes back to when you're kids.
Yeah, we played under 12s SSV's footy together. So, obviously Sam back there, known him for a while. Obviously, come through the ranks and look what he's doing now on the big stage. So it's good to see him killing it.
Who was taller then?
Well, that's a good question. It probably was still him, but it would have been a lot closer than what it is now.
Where would a 208 centimetre play in the? He wouldn't be. Would he be a centre? No.
He would be, I think that's what, 6'10", 6'9". Yeah. I mean, nowadays it's versatile. We've got 6'9" point guards, but I mean, he can play centre, point guard, whatever. He might be able to stretch the floor, so he might be, a Porzingis type player, I would say.
Have you seen a bit of Sam Darcy?
I have. He's been killing it this year, and I'm happy for him. Obviously had that tough injury, but he's bounced back from it quick, and he's doing the thing. Huge X-Factor for the Bulldogs. So
your real question, Jordan, is where would a 201 centimetre prodigious talent like this play on a footy field?
Where would you play?
Hey, I mean, a 201 centimetres, they'd probably throw me at a key position somewhere, but I mean, I love the ground balls, so I'd put me at in the centre bounce and let me get the dirty balls. But who knows? I haven't played footy in a while, but hopefully one day I can get back out.
Who would you play like? If you're still playing, who would you be similar to?
It's tough.
Have you seen much of Luke Jackson from Fremantle?
Luke Jackson, he's a good one.
He's a baller.
Yeah, obviously, him, he's really good in the air, on the ground. If I had to pump myself up, probably say like Geordie de Goey or something like that. Good everywhere, but I don't really know, man. We'll have to see.
Do you still watch the game? Do you consume it over in the States?
Oh yeah, for sure. Whenever I can, catch a game. Usually the early Saturday and Sunday games come on at night time for me, so I'm able to see those. And whenever I get a chance to watch my Tigers play, I'll do that as well.
We do rather love seeing you just in the outer.
Yeah.
It's just an afternoon at the footy.
I love going at the footy. Get my meat pie, catch up with some friends, watching the footy. There's nothing better. So I love coming home and doing that.
Is it different this time around? I remember doing a game, it might have been last year. You were at a Giants game. Was that last year? And they had the camera. You literally walked around the whole ground and didn't get noticed. I mean, I'm assuming that ain't the case this time coming back home.
I remember that. I was pissing down rain at that Giants game, and everyone was up in the stands. I was able to sit down, on the fence. So I just love being around it. Whenever I can get to a game, I've got a lot of friends that play in the AFL, so I try to support them. And obviously, my good friend Giddy as well. He loves the AFL, so we try to get to games and support people that we know are playing.
We've just had the NBA draft and the fashion choices that are made, and we thought, well, what did it look like when a young Jordan Lewis and his comrades got drafted? Roughhead and Franklin.
It's a bit. I mean, wearing Quicksilver. It's probably Quicksilver jumpers, and there's what I don't know what Ruffy's got on, like a lifesaver. Bud was the only sponsored athlete, so he was Nike. But have we got something?
What did Dyson go with? Shall we see?
The Tin Man.
Wow. What were the other choices?
Oh, man, I was just trying to be loud, So a one-time opportunity. So you look at a little piece of cloth and you got to choose from that. But
that is epic.
I'm 50-50 on it still.
Have you still got it?
I still got it for sure. I'll keep it even in the closet for now. I might put it up in like a frame or something.
What an outstanding season you've had. So my son follows your career really closely. 229 steals and 3.01 steals a game. So figures that haven't been recorded in 30 years in the NBA. What would you say about the progression that you made in year 3?
Yeah, obviously, you know, made a big jump, you know, getting the opportunity to play for Atlanta this year. You know, Coach Quinn, you know, really trusted me, you know, giving me a big role with the team and, you know, playing alongside guys like, you know, Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, you know, #1 overall pick, Zach Rashar. You know, it's just, you know, I just came in with a full head of confidence, you know, after my Olympic run and was able to go out there and be myself. And, you know, coaches gave me confidence, teammates gave me confidence. And, yeah, I want to take that into, you know, years to come and keep building on it.
The defensive side of your game, did you make a strategic choice to zero right in on that? Were you guided towards it or did it happen naturally? I
think it's always been something that I've been good at, but it's definitely a focal point for me this year, you know, wanting to guard the best player every night, you know, take that opportunity. And yeah, that's what kept me on the floor when I was in New Orleans. And it's what's given me the opportunity to, you know, really, you know, have my offensive game grow as well here in Atlanta. So, you know, defense wins games. I think you're starting to see it's a lot more important with, you know, the teams like OKC that won it this year. They have 5 defenders on the floor, you know, at all times. So it's a really big piece of the game.
Who has been the most difficult player to match up on?
Yeah, I mean, SGA, the MVP, he's so tough. Just all his counter moves he's got. He's sneaky strong, super fast. He's got like a twitch to his game that's hard to read. So I would say him, but, you know, guys like Giannis are unstoppable forces. But yeah, those two are definitely the top two.
How much time would you spend on one individual player? Say you're playing SGA this weekend. How much tape would you watch on him?
I watch a lot. You know, I'm a big tape guy, so whenever I'm at home, you know, I pull up some clips of them and I get their strengths, their weaknesses, you know, their percentages from where they shoot. You know, I just try to take it away and make it difficult. But a guy like that who doesn't really have a weakness, you just got to throw different things at him and keep him guessing.
You've been at the NBA finals doing some content for the league, was it?
Yeah.
What was that experience like to be around at the pointy end?
Yeah, it was cool. You know, obviously not on the side I want to be. I want to be there as a player, but just to experience it from the media side, you know, it was cool seeing all the behind the scenes and stuff like that. The atmosphere in Indiana was crazy. I went to, you know, the game 3. So just to, you know, really experience it, you know, kind of gave me, you know, more drive and want to be there more. So it gives me motivation going into next year for sure.
And when you arrive, I imagine it's a big experience, wide-eyed. How settled now are you in what the lifestyle is like, what the demands are like, and what the sport itself is like? Yeah,
it takes a while, that's for sure. You know, especially being from Australia, not used to being in that American sort of, you know, culture style of play. And you know, I just finished my 3rd year, so I'd say I'm very comfortable where I am now. Atlanta's a great city. You know, I've got a home there. Got my food spots that I go to, things that I know, you know, calm me down and get me in a good mood that I like to do. So I've got everything in Atlanta, a great team, you know, great coaching style, great people around me. So it's all set me up for, you know, a good career.
The NBA culture is so strong in Melbourne and in Australia, and you're now a key driver of that. And in what you've put together with Courtside, just give us a glimpse of what's coming to Port Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got Courtside coming, so it's like a basketball facility. We got 4 basketball courts there, a show court, a retail space with all the big brands, you know, Nike, you know, Adidas, Jordan, you know, Under Armour, those sorts of brands. We also got upcoming brands like, you know, Vucetti, Ryoko Rain, David Patrick. So it's really an opportunity for you know, all these brands to showcase their you know, apparel and for kids, you know, to come in and be a part of, you know. It's going to be you know, a lot of people around, you know, world-class, you know, trainers, world-class coaches coming through, a lot of professional teams using it. So when I got the opportunity to, you know, be a part of it, it was kind of a no-brainer to jump on it.
And just weeks away?
Yeah, so it should be a week away now before it opens, and you know, it's looking good. So I'm excited to, you know, get it out to everyone and get people through there. But it's a huge facility. It's got a nice weight room recovery system. You know, it's got kids rooms for the kids to come play while parents come and work out and do their shopping. So it's got a little bit of everything, and you know, we want you know, to invite everyone to be there.
We can't let him go without asking about his beloved Tigers. Thoughts on them this year?
I'm happy with where we're rebuilding. We've got a lot of young guys. We've had our run. You know, I was happy. You know, I can't complain with the run I've had in my time. So, you know, you got to go downhill sometime, but it's not downhill. It's a rebuild time for us, and we've got a lot of good young guys in the roster. So.
It won't be far until they're back at the top. All those young kids.
Courtside.com.au. I can see my future. I'm going to be spending a fair bit of time there with Benj. And Vucetti's your brand?
Vucetti is my brand, so looking forward to getting the first store in there as well.
All right, courtsidemelbourne.com to get the latest information and opening later this month. That's an exciting development on the NBA front. Dyson, enjoy your time in Melbourne. We'll see you at the Footy. Always a great honour to have you on 360.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.